Scar on abdomen, eliminated. Underarm odor, eliminated. Dirt under fingernails, didn't even bother to wash up, eliminated. Mrs. Hughes?
I don't...
I have a big red birthmark on my butt. It's unlucky. Eliminated. You two can put your clothes back on. Dowager Marchioness, continue. Yeah. Dowager Marchioness, this one's got a big supply. That'll be plenty to feed him.
Dowager Marchioness, my baby just weaned. I've got plenty of milk.
Even for 2 or 3 kids, it's plenty.
$5 a month, only enough for 2 or 3 kids? That's nowhere near enough. Since we're finding a wet nurse for Arthur, let him choose himself. Push my lord in. Hurry up and push my lord over. The one we're feeding is not a baby.
But Marquis Pendleton.
What? You don't want to?
My lord is so handsome. Of course I do. I'm just worried that if my husband finds out I'm feeding a grown man breast milk... Well, why does this man look so familiar? Help me!
Who are you? Help?
No way! It can't be that man. Marquis Pendleton. How could he be out here in the mountains?
Would your husband be willing?
Mrs. Hughes, I don't have a husband.
No husband? Then you're a widow.
$500 a month. My husband would be willing too. Look, are mine big enough? I'm sure I can satisfy his lordship.
My grandson is only unconscious from poison. If he wakes up later and learns the wet nurse wronged her husband's family for him, he'll probably blame me, his grandmother. Throw her out.
Get out.
She has a kind face, and she's pretty too. She's a decent woman. Let her stay. Take good care of his lordship. Goodbye, Dowager Marchioness. Miss Clara, have you heard of his lordship?
The Marquis Pendleton is young and accomplished. He recaptured the southern frontier. He is the young general of the Great Yu dynasty. We can live in peace, all thanks to his lordship settling the foreign unrest.
That being said, I'll be straightforward. His lordship was poisoned and remains unconscious. He can't speak, he can't even eat or drink. He can only rely on infant instincts to suckle breast milk. How to nurse a baby, I assume you know, Miss Clara.
Yes, I do.
From now on, his lordship is in your hands, Miss Clara. When his lordship wakes, you'll be rewarded with wealth and honor for life.
Thank you, Mrs. Hughes.
You're welcome, Miss Clara. All your food, clothing, and expenses will be covered by the household. You can draw this month's salary in advance. Go home and settle things before nightfall, and return today.
Thank you, Mrs. Hughes. Thank you, Dowager Marchioness, for your grace. What kind of person are you, really? Since I took this position, I'll make sure his lordship doesn't go hungry. Just think of it as feeding a baby. Who's outside?
Miss Clara, it's me.
Oh, it's Mrs. Hughes. I thought someone was spying.
I came to check on his lordship.
To see if he's had enough to eat. I've been at the manor these past few days, drinking chicken soup every meal. The milk isn't enough yet, but I think his lordship can get about 80% full.
Miss Clara, you have a slender figure, but who knew your milk supply is so abundant? Our young lord is lucky.
Mrs. Hughes, don't tease me.
Since his lordship has enough milk,
I can report back to the Dowager Marchioness. Take care, Mrs. Hughes. I'm in the middle of feeding, so I won't see you out.
Don't move, Miss Clara. If you disturb his lordship, that would be my fault.
Cedric, the Dowager Marchioness found a new wet nurse for his lordship. Her figure and looks are amazing. Once you see her, you won't be able to move. Nonsense. How could I not be able to move? You'll have an extra leg. Ha ha ha. You're right, Cedric. Let me first pay respects to Great Aunt, then go find that little lady. If you go to the Dowager first, Cedric, you might not get to find the little lady. After all, this time when you went out, you lost another $2 million. The Dowager is furious right now. Right. I should first visit Arthur's room, and then pay respects to Great Aunt. Ha ha ha. Cedric, didn't I tell you? Isn't she a beauty? She's got something. This little wench is full of flavor. I can't hold back anymore.
Who are you? Who let you in?
I heard Great Aunt hired a wet nurse for Arthur. So of course I had to come see.
Oh, it's Cedric. His lordship is about to have his meal. Please leave.
How could I leave so soon? I need to check her out for Arthur. See if she's up to par. If Arthur goes hungry, that'd be bad. What are you hiding? I'm his favorite cousin. When we were kids, whenever Arthur had something good, he'd always share with me. Now he's eating so well. I want a taste of you.
Cedric, please stop. If you don't leave, I'll tell the Dowager Marchioness.
Tell who? I'm just having a bite of Arthur's food. What's the big fuss?
Cedric, if you don't leave now, I'll scream.
Scream all you want. In all of the Pendleton Manor, no one dares to mess with me. You dare hit me. You tired of living.
Cedric, please let me go. I have a mother and a daughter to support.
Ungrateful, filthy servant. Me taking a fancy to you is your good fortune. Mark my words, I'll kick you out of Marcus Pendleton's estate. There'll be no place for you in all of Dayu.
I can't lose this job. Lily and my mom need my wages to get by. Cedric, please have mercy.
Dowager Marchioness, this time we've found the right person. Although Miss Clara comes from a poor family, she's very polite and speaks softly. My lord eats heartily. Good. As long as Arthur eats, he'll surely recover. I just wish I knew who the villain is that did this to Arthur. As for that, we'll find out when my lord wakes up. I hope Arthur can wake up. Dowager Marchioness, don't worry. My lord serves the country and the people fighting on the battlefield. Heaven won't be so unkind.
I didn't expect Miss Clara to be so feisty. If she gets beaten to death... What a waste.
How dare you?
Why haven't you greeted the Dowager Marchioness?
Your humble servant greets the Dowager Marchioness.
Hobbs, why aren't you with Cedric? What are you doing outside my lord's room? Has Cedric returned?
Oh no, he hasn't returned.
Since Cedric hasn't returned, why have you come back? And sneaking around outside my lord's bedroom? Are you plotting something evil?
No, even if you gave me 3 times the courage, I wouldn't dare.
I thought so. Now get out of the way. The Dowager Marchioness wants to see my lord.
Well, Dowager Marchioness, you can't go in.
I can't go in. You bastard Hobbs. You've really grown some nerve. Now you're even stopping the Dowager Marchioness from seeing my lord?
No.
Cedric is in there. No! I have to knock you out to make you behave. Arthur, if you wanted to die, just die. Why end up half dead? If you had died, this estate would already be mine. Now you're spending my money. Tisk, keeping a living corpse is wasting money. This wet nurse of yours, since you can't use her anyway, I'll enjoy her for you.
Cedric. What are you doing? Miss Clara, wake up. Look what you've done.
Great Aunt, what brings you here? I was just teaching this insolent slut a lesson. Old hag, always spoiling my plans.
Filthy servant, Clara is Arthur's wet nurse.
Great Aunt, I saw Clara mistreating Arthur, so I burst in to teach her a lesson.
Cedric, Miss Clara may be of low birth, but she is well educated and sensible. How could she mistreat the Marquis? I'm curious, Cedric, when you return to the mansion, you don't go to your own room. Why do you come to the Marquis' bedchamber?
Filthy servant, who gave you the right to speak? Don't act like you're in charge just because you're old. Think you're the lady of the house? How dare you scold me?
bastard!
Great Aunt, why are you hitting me? I was just teaching an insolent servant a lesson. I'll only put up with you this once. Once you finally die, you old hag, the Pendleton mansion will be mine. Great Aunt, please don't be angry. I won't hit Mrs. Hughes anymore.
It's my fault for spoiling you too much. Mrs. Hughes has been with me for 20 years. Even Arthur calls her aunt. How dare you insult her?
I was just so angry seeing her defend that slut Clara. I thought she was in league with Clara to harm Arthur, that's why.
No! Cedric, don't touch my lord.
You dared to harm Arthur?
He is your cousin. Great Aunt, don't listen to this slut's nonsense. Why would I harm Arthur?
Miss Clara, the Marquess is fine. Don't worry.
As long as the Marquis is safe.
Miss Clara, even after waking up, you worry about Arthur first. Look at yourself. Miss Clara, don't be afraid. What happened? Tell the Dowager Marchioness. The Dowager Marchioness will definitely get justice for you.
You'd better tell the truth, or I'll make you wish you hadn't.
How dare you threaten her in my presence, Miss Clara? Do you think I'm blind?
Great Aunt, that cheap slut from the countryside lies like she breathes. I just don't want you to be deceived.
I can judge for myself whether she's lying. Miss Clara, speak freely and boldly.
Dowager Marchioness, I was just in the chamber feeding the Marquise. Cedric burst in and tried to force himself on me. I refused, and then Cedric...
You slut, why don't you take a look at your own reflection? You're so ugly. I'd force you? You're slandering me. I'll kick you to death.
Stop this instant!
Great Aunt, she's just a slut. She seduced me.
Do you really think I'm senile? Don't I know what you're really like?
Great Aunt, you wouldn't really believe this bitch's words, would you? I really didn't.
Visiting brothels and gambling houses, staying on painted boats, racing horses through the streets. Your record is filthy. Do you need someone to frame you?
Great Aunt, I was just going with friends for fun.
And now right here in our own home, you dare to force yourself on the women of the house. What if this gets out? Think of the Pendleton estate's reputation. Will it survive this?
Dowager Marchioness, please calm down.
Oh, Cedric, you must go. There's no place for you in the Pendleton house anymore.
Great Aunt, what are you saying?
When Arthur wakes up, I cannot hand over to him a scorned and shamed Pendleton estate.
Great Aunt. You're driving me away. Great Aunt. Have you ever heard this saying? It's easier to invite a god than to send one away.
What do you want?
All the loyal warriors of the Marcus Pendleton's house died in battle. Now there's only one living corpse left. Arthur, you told me if I leave, then who will inherit this great Marquis Pendleton estate? Only I, Cedric. Take pity on you, old woman. Lost your husband in middle age, lost your son in old age, now your only grandson has become a living corpse. And now because of that slut, you want to kick me out?
What did you just say?
Old hag, I said besides the dead in your family, there's only Arthur, this half-dead waste.
I'll beat you to death, you ungrateful brat.
This wet nurse is so pretty. If Arthur doesn't enjoy her, isn't it a waste? What's wrong with me having some fun? You what? Old hag, I was going to let you die a natural death, but since you're asking for it, I'll grant your wish.
Cedric, you heartless animal. How dare you strike the Dowager Marchioness? Our Marquis Pendleton house, how could it produce an animal like you?
Marquis Pendleton's house, the Honorable Marquis Pendleton, now can only survive on a woman's milk. He's nothing but a piece of trash.
Don't you insult Arthur. He is a hero of Dayu. He is the Marquis Pendleton of Dayu. Miss Clara, you animal.
Young general, hero of Dayu. The youngest Marquis Pendleton of Dayu, now with one swing of my stick, I can beat this worthless trash to death.
Well, what are you doing, Dowager Marchioness? He's going to kill his lordship.
Die. Once you're dead, the entire Marquis Pendleton estate will be mine. You again, you little slut. Arthur. You're awake. Help! Help! Help!
My lord, did I hurt you?
Arthur, you're awake. Quickly, fetch Dr. Sterling.
My lord has been poisoned for a long time. This sudden waking must have been caused by something. But it's probably just a brief moment of clarity, like a temporary rally, and it won't last long. For my lord to fully awaken... but my lord's condition seems much better than before. Otherwise, my lord wouldn't show signs of waking.
With recent nourishment, my lord's health has greatly improved. This is all thanks to Miss Clara. Dr. Sterling, how are her injuries?
Don't you worry about her. Though she looks a mess, they're mostly just scratches. Nothing internal. A few days' rest and she'll be fine. But the Dowager Marchioness has had too many shocks. She's been overcome with grief and anger. Plus her old age and frailty, she'll need daily medicinal supplements. I'll come by every few days to check on her.
Thank you, Dr. Sterling. Let me see you out.
Worthless! Why the hell isn't Arthur Pendleton dead yet? How could he possibly wake up?
Master, the poison has spread all over Arthur's body. Now he's barely hanging on by his inner strength just to cling to life. Those brief moments awake, just a dying gasp. Not enough. While he still breathes, the Emperor of Dayu won't hand over full control of the army. Everything I've planned will go up in smoke. I want him dead, right now. He doesn't die, you do.
It's clearly not you. Why do you seem so familiar? My lord, after dinner, I'll give you a bath. So today you can't suck or bite me that hard, and you can't drink too much either. Don't, my lord. Why am I thinking about that man?
Don't look around. Just pour the water into the tub.
Yes, Mrs. Hughes.
Miss Clara, I've had the servants prepare the hot water. Today you'll have the trouble of bathing, my lord. The Dowager Marchioness really can't spare anyone.
If Miss Clara is shy...
I can send someone else to clean my lord.
No need to trouble yourself. I am my lord's wet nurse. And I'm not shy. It's just my first time bathing, my lord. I'm worried I might not get the pressure right and hurt my lord.
Having you as my lord's wet nurse, my lord is truly blessed.
Mrs. Hughes, the water's ready.
You may go now, yes. Has my lord eaten?
My lord hasn't had a chance to eat yet.
Then, Miss Clara, let my lord eat first.
Mrs. Hughes, you're not leaving.
Once my lord's full, I'll help you put him in the tub before I go. What, is Miss Clara shy? Miss Clara, this granary's gotten a lot bigger.
Mrs. Hughes, don't tease me anymore.
Haha, Miss Clara, you really are my lord's lucky star. Miss Clara, my lord has been bedridden for a long time. He's prone to bed sores. The cleaning must be thorough. Every part needs to be cleaned properly.
I understand, Mrs. Hughes.
Then I'll leave my lord to you.
My lord, I can feel it. These past 2 days you've been feeding with more strength, and your bite is stronger. Your body's starting to respond. When will you finally wake up? If you wake up, my lord, and find that the wet nurse feeding you is a cheap tramp pregnant out of wedlock, would you despise me and throw me out? For a noble man like you, my lord, how could you drink the breast milk of a filthy woman like me? My lord, you What just happened? Was it my imagination?
Cedric, please let me go. I'm getting married in 2 months.
You... Ungrateful. You're lucky I fancy you.
Cedric, if my man finds out I've lost my chastity, he'll really kill me. Please, Cedric, let us go.
Every single one of you is an ungrateful slut. Cedric, they are just 3 ugly trolls. Why get so angry at them? Don't you want the wet nurse anymore? Of course I want to bed Miss Clara, but that little wench is a handful. You're not afraid of the Dowager Marchioness, are you? Are you out of your mind? I'm the boss of this household now. That old hag is lying in bed, barely breathing. Dr. Sterling's medicine is the only thing keeping her alive. Arthur Pendleton is a living corpse. The 2 of them, one half dead and the other a living corpse. 2 good-for-nothings. What do I have to fear? Then let's go, Cedric, and have some fun with that little lady. Ha 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 ha.
The fabric the Dowager Marchioness gave me is so soft and smooth. I'll make Lily a little dress. When she wears it, it won't irritate her delicate skin.
Cedric, look, there's that little lady. That little wench, even doing needlework, she looks so alluring. Cedric, do you want me to?
Keep watch for you?
Scram, don't ruin my fun. So big and soft.
Cedric, why are you still here? Weren't you kicked out?
Old hag, half dead. Arthur Pendleton, that living corpse, tried to throw me out. Now the whole household bows to me. Ha ha ha, little wench. Still playing the virtuous lady with me.
Cedric, let go of me, or I'll...
You cheap tramp, how dare you try to kill your master? I'm doing you a favor by having you. You dared to hurt me? You bitch! You're asking for it. I'll drown you in the pond.
Stop it!
Dowager Marchioness, Mrs. Hughes, save me.
Cedric, let Miss Clara go!
Who do you think you are? How dare you shout at me? Great aunt, you're barely alive now. Why not lie in bed and wait to die? Why do you have to meddle in my affairs?
You animal! What did you say? Get out of here!
Are you going to make me leave again? Great aunt, you're heartless, but I won't be disloyal. You and Arthur are both about to die. I can't just sit by and watch the great Pendleton estate go to waste.
Dowager Marchioness.
Good thing I ducked fast, or else I'd be covered in dirty blood.
Cedric, have you no decency? You were raised by the Dowager Marchioness as a child. Everything you ate and used was exactly the same as my lord's. You drink, gamble, and whore around. You bully people and harass women. Which time did the estate not clean up your mess? And now you treat the Dowager Marchioness like this?
She did it all willingly. Did I ask her to? Old hag dropped dead already. The estate will be mine sooner or later.
Enough. I brought this upon myself. I thought I was raising my own descendant by my side to look after Arthur. After Arthur was poisoned, I hoped even more that he would take good care of Arthur. But now it seems I was indeed raising a tiger that brought disaster. I have raised an ungrateful wolf, an animal Dowager Marchioness. Miss Clara, you've been wronged. Mrs. Hughes. Miss Clara, you haven't been home in a while, have you? Take a few days off. Let me first handle matters in the mansion, then you can return. It wouldn't be good for you to be hurt by that beast again.
Then how will my lord eat?
Take Miss Clara to collect some breast milk. Collect some ice with the ice pick and store it. During the days Miss Clara is away, it will be for Arthur. Yes. Put down the milk pouch. You can go now. Miss Clara, you'll be back in a few days.
Yeah, I know.
Today we must trouble Miss Clara to express all the milk into the milk pouch.
I'll need Mrs. Hughes to help me squeeze it out.
It's my duty. It's all Cedric's fault. We wouldn't have to go to such extremes putting Miss Clara through this pain of expressing milk.
I'm fine. I just hope to squeeze out more, so my lord has enough for a few more days.
Miss Clara, in a few days I'll send someone to pick you up.
Mrs. Hughes, Cedric's gone mad. My lord is still out cold. The Dowager Marchioness is old.
Miss Clara, don't worry too much. This is the Marquis's residence.
Cedric can't cause much trouble, so take it easy. With you saying that, I feel much more at ease. Mom, Lily, where did you go? Could it be that Uncle Miller has taken Mom and Lily? Uncle Miller won't let us live. Then I won't let them live either.
Sweetheart, you're back.
Mom, where did you go? You scared me to death.
Lily was getting bored in the house. I carried her out for a walk. Sweetheart, why are you back today? Does the master's family not need a wet nurse anymore?
I have a few days off. So I came to see you. How are you and Lily doing?
Your salary is enough for my medical treatment. And to buy millet and meat for Lily. Lily has gained weight again.
That's good, that's good.
You rarely have time off, so spend more time with Lily. This little girl, when night comes, sucks on her thumb hard. She's hungry for milk. It's all my fault for not being capable. I couldn't keep the house.
Mom, it's not your fault. Uncle Miller has wanted to take our house for a long time. Sweetheart, how many days are you off this time? If you're away, what will the master's child eat? Sweetheart, what's wrong? And nothing.
My lord, I'm 17, and I respect you as a hero. But I have to kill you.
M. Marquise Pendleton? Why are you...
You must have a lot of questions, and I have a lot to ask you too.
Sweetheart, the child from that family, is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
No wonder you're filling out. And this part got way bigger. Boys bite hard, like a little wild boar, and they scratch a ton.
Mom, you're right.
Sweetheart, you're a wet nurse in a rich household. Just don't get tangled up with the men of the house in any shady way. Otherwise, the mistress won't go easy on you, and the servants will turn against you too.
No way. How could I ever get involved with the men of the house? I haven't.
No.
Mom,
Why are you stuttering? Did you really fool around with the men of the house?
I didn't...
Clara, you're gonna drive me crazy.
Mom, you're being so loud. You'll wake Lily.
Sweetheart, in our family, I'm old and weak. Lily's still a nursing baby. The whole family depends on you to support us. This wet nurse job should last you at least a year. But you must never get involved with the men of the house. Don't be stupid.
Mom, I know.
If the masters find out, losing your job is the least of your worries. I'm afraid you'll piss off the mistress. The ladies of the house, they're all ruthless. If you die, what'll happen to me and Lily?
Mom, relax. I know my place. I won't overstep.
Clara, you whore, get the hell out here.
This adulteress sure knows how to pick a spot. This house will be ours from now on.
You dare to go to work without asking me? Do you have any respect for your uncle?
It's Uncle Miller and his crew. Quick, hide everything in the house.
Mom, no need to hide. Why should we hide our own things?
Sweetheart, don't you know what Uncle Miller's family is like? If they see it, it's theirs.
That was before. It's different now. They can't take our things anymore. I'll make them return everything they stole. From us.
Hey.
Dad, Uncle, see, I told you this little wench made money again. Look, cloth grain and even candied dates. Quite a lot of good stuff.
That's ours.
What do you mean yours? Damn Jinx, all this is mine now.
What are you waiting for? Hurry up and search. If she could buy all this at once, this little wench definitely has more money. Hurry up and find it.
Right, money. There must be more money. Damn it, these two jinxes sure know how to hide things. If I don't find the money, I'll beat you all to death.
Brother, please have mercy. Spare us, mother and daughter. We already gave you the house. Are you trying to kill us?
That house was always the Miller family's. I haven't even made you pay for getting my brother killed. Besides, you are women of the Miller family. The money you earn naturally belongs to us.
But you can't take it all. At least leave us some food.
Everything here is mine. Shut up if you want to live.
You drove us out of our home. Now you come to steal our food. Don't you have any humanity? Are you all animals?
Little wench, you've grown some nerve. Dare to curse me, I'll beat you to death.
Cousin, hit her. Jinx, dare to curse us, beat her to death.
Boss, beat her to death and dump her in the muddy swamp. A pair of jinxes. No one cares if you die.
For the three of them, dead and rotten, rotting in the muddy swamp, no one cares. You shameless hussy, how dare you hurt me?
You won't take anything today. Whoever steals from me, I'll kill them.
Crazy, this jinx has gone mad.
Get out. Come to my house again, I'll kill you.
Go, hurry. You dare to kill and defy me? I'll call the mayor right now. Then we'll parade you in the streets. Take all your dollars away.
Get out.
Jinx, just you wait. This time we'll leave you no way to survive.
My lord, shall we go over?
Gather evidence. The more the better.
Understood.
Sweetheart, you shouldn't have hurt them with the dagger. If we'd given them what they wanted, they would have let us go.
Mom, you said the same thing before. But they only got worse. They pushed further and further.
This time, Uncle Miller brought the mayor and his men.
We'll be driven out, and then we won't even have a place to stay.
The mayor and Uncle Miller grew up together. Of course he'll take their side, sweetheart. Why don't I take the silver to your Uncle Miller and beg him for your late father's sake to let us go? Mom, don't you see yet?
They're nothing but bullies. As long as we have a shred of strength, as long as we have a morsel of food, they'll take it all. If you give them the silver today, what about tomorrow, the day after? How long will we keep giving? Until we're dead and gone. They'll bleed us dry and squeeze every last bit of life from us. Mom, you've endured your whole life. I don't blame you. But I don't want my daughter to be like me, bullied since she was little. If I, as her mother, don't protect her, who else will? If killing is what it takes for Lily to live, then I'll kill. I won't stand by and watch my child be tormented.
Clara, get the hell out here. Hand over what belongs to the Miller family.
Get out.
Have you confirmed everything?
Yes, my lord, it's all been checked. That day, after you were poisoned and chased by assassins, you fled near the Miller village. As for the woman who cured you, only Miss Clara fits the description.
For saving my life twice, how can I repay you?
Clara, get out here. You dared to hurt Uncle Miller? Outrageous, defying your elders. Today, as mayor, I'll punish you according to village law.
Mayor, did you see that? Clara, this stinking bitch, she used this dagger!
Clara, what do you mean by coming out with a dagger? Are you going to kill us all?
Mayor, if you don't steal my grain, I won't hurt you. If you're like Miller and his sons, bullying us widows and orphans, stealing from us and hurting my child, I'll treat you the same way I treated them.
How dare you? Is this how you talk to your elders? Mayor, you see that? This little wench doesn't even give a damn about you, the mayor. And folks, this sly fox first got pregnant out of wedlock, now she defies me, her elder, and even wants to kill me. Tell me, what should we do with such a menace?
Uncle Miller isn't stupid after all. He even knows how to stir up the villagers.
This whore, a woman of loose morals, beat her to death and throw her in the mass grave.
Back then, when you got pregnant out of wedlock, I was kind enough to let you off the hook, and not drowning you in a cage was already merciful. Now, not only do you defy your elders, but you even want to kill. You're truly hopeless.
Mayor, why waste words on her? Drive them out. Uncle Miller is so kind, he just wants you to hand over the house and he'll let you go. If it were me, I would beat a jinx to death with clubs.
Clara defies her elders and draws a knife on her uncle and cousins. Unforgivable. But for your father's sake, you must compensate the Miller men with $2,000. Otherwise, today I will invoke village law and have you beaten until your skin splits. Barely breathing.
Mayor, you sure throw your weight around. And you come demanding justice, but when Miller and his 2 sons were vandalizing and looting in my home, why didn't you come to uphold justice? When they forced us, a widow and a child, to kneel and apologize, where were you? When my mother and Lily starved to death, why didn't you come to uphold justice then? You are a bunch of bullies who prey on the weak, who can't tell right from wrong, and despicable cowards who kick people when they're down.
Going out to work on your own and you dare yell at us? This is rebellion. Pregnant out of wedlock and working outside, Clara is not a decent woman.
Working outside, she's never even left Miller Village.
What job could she do? I bet she sold herself at a brothel.
You and your mother jinxed Clara's father to death.
You two are jinxes. If you don't die, Miller Village won't have peace.
Clara, you got pregnant out of wedlock. I spared your life. Now you're rebelling and trying to kill your elders. I came to uphold justice, but you're acting like a shrew.
Shut up, Mayor. You call yourself a mayor? Your so-called justice is that before my dad's even been dead a year, you conspired with Miller to divide up our house and land. You're just an accomplice abusing your power for personal gain. You watched Miller loot my barely patched together house.
You're talking nonsense. Rubbish. When did I ever take anything of yours?
You won't let us live, so I won't let you live either. Anyone who dares enter my home to steal, I'll fight to the death.
I think you've really lost it. Aren't you afraid that your father will crawl out of his grave and curse you for being unfilial?
If my father comes out, I'll ask him if he's really going to just stand by and watch his wife and daughter be bullied by the villagers and do nothing. I'll beg my father to take away everyone who has wronged us.
Clara, don't scare us with the dead. My brother was exactly the one jinxed to death by you two.
If he came back, he'd go after you too.
I told Claire's father long ago.
To kick the 2 jinxes out early on?
He wouldn't listen, so he got himself killed.
Mayor, don't argue with this walking curse. If this menace stays in the village, the whole village will suffer. Chase them out of the village for good. Clara is disrespectful to her elders, loose and immoral, a disgrace to Miller Village. Today, by village law, 20 lashes of flogging, and the whole family banished from Miller Village. Men, grab Clara. I'm going to enforce the village law. Who dares hit me, the mayor?
He's awake, Marquis Pendleton. Then what about me feeding him?
Who are you? How dare you cause trouble in our Miller Village?
What the hell are you? How dare you block our master's way?
Will he kill me to keep it quiet? After all, he's the Marquis Pendleton. If outsiders find out that the Marquis survived on breast milk, then his dignity and the dignity of the Pendleton estate would be completely ruined.
You're afraid of me.
You're awake.
The wet nurse isn't here. Of course the baby wakes up hungry.
My lord, you jest?
Help me. Was that woman you?
My lord, what do you mean?
Folks, see that? That sly fox, she doesn't even hide her lover anymore. Right in front of all of us, she's cuddling with her paramour.
It's so shameless, truly shameless. brought her wild lover right into her home.
Look at that guy's clothes, pretty fancy. Didn't think he'd be a player too. And actually hooked up with that tramp Clara.
Clara, you little wench, you've ruined our village's reputation. Clara, you shameless hussy.
You brought a wild lover home. If word gets out, people will think all the girls from our village are like that. From now on, who'd want to marry any of them?
Who dares to step forward? Don't blame me if my blade shows no mercy.
Mayor, what do we do? This guy looks tough. Are we just gonna let Clara go?
Tough guy. I'm the boss in Miller Village. Only 3 of them, but they can't protect Clara.
The mayor's right. This is our village, our turf. And we're scared of an outsider? Right, in our own village. Let ourselves get scared by someone else?
Then the men of Miller Village would be total cowards.
Let's all rush him. First, take down Clara's wild lover, then drown Clara in a cage.
My lord, you just woke up. Your body hasn't recovered yet. How can you...
Worried I'll get hurt by these savages?
My lord, I'm just a worthless life, not worth anything. If you get hurt, even 1,000 cuts wouldn't be enough.
Shh. In my eyes, your life is more precious than mine.
My lord, you...
Damn it. A scumbag with a slut. This wild lover is so ungrateful. We'll tie you both up. Folks, get them.
Ah! My son, my boy.
You cut off Cousin Miller's arm. You'll never leave Miller Village.
You attacked him in broad daylight in front of everyone. Even if God himself came down today, he can't save you. Let's get him. Grab this murderer, turn him over to the authorities.
Who dares?
You hurt my son, I'll kill you!
Out.
What the hell is this? Marcus Pendleton.
Mayor, what's wrong with you? It's just a black token, isn't it?
You fool! It says Marcus Pendleton on it. Can't you see? Why would the Marquis protect Clara, this jinx?
My lord, you are of noble status. My reputation is already ruined. If you're associated with me, your reputation will suffer.
Silly, I don't care about that. I only care about you. I don't even care about my own reputation. What are you afraid of?
Could it be? Does the Marquis have a thing for that cheap whore, Clara? So I brought people just now. My lord. My lord, please calm down. I didn't know who you were and offended you.
Mayor, what are you doing? You bow to the paramour of Clara, that cheap whore?
He cut off my arm, and not only did you not get justice for me, but you also grovel to this murderer. You call yourself a mayor?
That cheap whore brought her wild lover to attack our village and cut off my son's arm, and you still bow to him like a coward?
That's right, Mayor. Isn't it just a token?
Why are you so scared?
Mayor, he's just a cheap slut's paramour. What are you afraid of?
Shut up! What do you know? This is a royal token from the Emperor, and in the entire Great U, only one is in the hands of Marquis Pendleton. This is Marquis Pendleton.
Marcus Pendleton? Clara's paramour is Marquise Pendleton, and Marquise Pendleton is the pillar of the nation of our Great U. How could he be involved with Clara?
Marcus Pendleton is an invincible warrior. How could he come to our small mountain village?
Mayor, you must be mistaken. What kind of person is Marquis Pendleton? Clara, that jinx, how could she ever be with him?
Mayor, you're senile. This is Clara's boy toy. He can't be Marcus Pendleton.
You bastard! Open your damn eyes and take a good look. That's Marquis Pendleton's royal token. Who in the world would dare forge it?
Oh my god.
What have we done?
We almost killed Marquis Pendleton. He really is Marcus Pendleton. But Marquis Pendleton, how can he protect Clara, that whore?
Clara must have tricked Marcus Pendleton.
Don't be afraid. I am here. No one will hurt you. Today I will get justice for you.
Thank you, my lord.
My lord, you must have been fooled by Clara, that sly fox. She's not only an adulteress and unwed mother, but also, for money, She even worked as a whore in the city brothel.
My Lord Clara is nothing but a whore who sleeps with anyone. She seduced a random bastard and gave birth to a freak.
I heard the bastard child she had is the blind cripple from the next village.
She doesn't even spare a cripple. It's them, that mother and daughter. That jinx killed her father.
My lord, don't you ever be fooled by her appearance.
My lord, Lily is no bastard child, but I really have no clue who Lily's father is. I didn't seduce any wild lover.
I know you've been treated unfairly.
My lord, I don't know how she tricked you, but Clara is indeed, as the villagers of Miller Village say, a notorious filthy woman.
Notorious.
That's right. This jinx killed my second brother. She consorted with a wild lover. She even sold herself in town for dollars.
I did not sell myself. I went to work. I didn't.
You didn't sell yourself?
Then where did you get all those dollars to buy things?
How could you support your sick mom?
And your starving daughter?
Right, not selling yourself? How could you earn that much money all at once?
Pah! Clara, you've disgraced our Miller village.
You are Clara's Uncle Miller.
My lord, I am indeed Clara's Uncle Miller, so I know very well what kind of woman Clara really is.
Since you are Clara's Uncle Miller, why, when they were helpless and alone, didn't you lift a finger to help her? When her mother was deathly ill, why didn't you help? When she couldn't afford to feed her kid, why didn't you offer her a single meal? Well, aren't you Clara's Uncle Miller? Aren't you her blood relative? And all of you, aren't you Clara's neighbors and clansmen? When they were in rags, starving and eating garbage, did you ever give them a single bowl of porridge?
Why did you do this?
To us, a helpless mother and child?
As the village mayor, seeing villagers being bullied, you not only fail to stop it, but actually help the oppressor and take part in the evil yourself. Unlike those villagers who just watched, you deserve to die even more.
My lord,
Although you are the Marquis, this is still a family matter. Clara sold herself for money, so it wouldn't be wrong to beat her to death.
Yes, Clara went out to sell herself, bringing disgrace to our village. Beating her to death, that's not too much.
That's right. My lord, you're of noble birth. Associating with a whore like Clara will make you a laughingstock. I'm just looking out for you, my lord.
It's all my fault you suffered. I failed to protect you.
it's not your fault, my lord. I brought this on myself. If I hadn't had a daughter out of wedlock, Uncle Miller wouldn't have had a reason to take our house. And none of this would have happened.
Let the mayor go.
Marcus Pendleton, have you gone mad? For a despised whore, you're gonna kill our mayor?
Release the mayor now. Even if you're the Marquis, you can't just be unreasonable and kill innocent people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who crosses this token dies.
Cross this token and you die, no mercy.
No one has ever stood by me like this, shielding me from the wind and rain, my lord. Clara, you're unclean. Don't get any ideas.
My lord, I'm doing this for your own good.
For my own good?
My lord.
Ah. Cough.
Cough.
My lord, I'm doing this for your own good. You're standing up for such a whore. If this gets out...
You keep saying Clara went to town to sell herself. Are you saying that my Marquis Pendleton's residence is a brothel, a pleasure boat?
My lord, why would you say that? We were talking about Clara, not your residence. My lord, are you saying Clara is working in your residence?
Clara has always been working at my Marcus Pendleton's residence. She is a benefactor to me, Arthur. You recklessly spread rumors, slandering and bullying Clara. The whole village gangs up to bully someone from my Marcus Pendleton's residence. How dare you? You've got some nerve.
My lord, please spare me.
My lord, it was Miller and the others who said it. We were all called here by him.
Miller seized Clara's property and drove her and her mother out of the house.
Now that they know Clara is earning money, they want to steal her dollars. Miller, this old woman was deceived by others.
My lord, please spare me.
This is my daughter.
This is the little lady.
My lord, hang in there. Now is not the time for a family reunion. And if it gets out that Miss Clara's lover is my lord, how would we explain it later?
Clara, Lily's in your care.
How dare you three?
This is your daughter.
Yes, my lord, her name is Lily.
Lay Lily.
Why do you want to kill us all? We gave you the house. Why won't you leave us alone? Why? I am just an old woman. I'm not afraid to die. But why do you want to harm my daughter? She is your own blood. She is your younger brother's own daughter. Your 2 years of tuition money was earned by Clara foraging in the mountains.
Aunt, I lost my mind. I'm a monster. 3 years ago, I had a fever and was dying. It was Clara who ran 10 miles of mountain roads and fetched a doctor overnight.
What a sin. I, an old woman, am blind with age, and I'm committing sin too.
Aunt, for my late uncle's sake, please beg my lord to spare us.
Clara, your cousin and your 2 nephews know they were wrong. We're family no matter what. You can't just stand by and watch your 2 nephews die.
Clara.
Look, your cousin lost an arm. We've been punished enough.
Leave.
Clara, do you really have no family feelings? Just tell Marquis Pendleton that you forgive us. Then my lord will spare us.
Why should I forgive you?
Clara, we're family. Clara, if back then we'd really punished you for having a child out of wedlock, you'd be facing way more than just getting thrown out of the family.
You're not sorry. You're scared to death. My lord, I beg you to do me justice. I'm not asking for favor. I just want justice.
Go ahead. What punishment do you propose? Not just Miller, but the whole village, those who stood by and even kicked her when she was down.
My lord, after all, the law can't punish everyone. The villagers here, aside from Miller's family, never robbed Clara.
The law can't punish everyone. So that's why you think you're safe, bullying a widow and her child together? Miller and his sons bullied an orphan. They seized Clara's land and house. Then they broke in and stole her belongings. Such acts are worse than savages or beasts. There's only one sentence: death.
We messed up. We really messed up.
My lord?
From now on, you and your mother and your child will all live with me at the manor. Let's go. All villagers of Miller Village, go to the magistrate and confess what you did. If I find out who didn't go, the blades of the Marquis's house will come down on your heads.
So did you find Arthur, Dowager Marchioness? The gatekeeper didn't see his lordship either. I don't know. Could it be that the assassins who attacked Arthur struck again? They've kidnapped Arthur. Dowager Marchioness, please stay calm. I'll send someone to the palace to see His Majesty and let His Majesty know about the Marquis. My grandson.
Your servant greets you, Dowager Marchioness. His lordship sent me to tell you he'll be back soon. Don't worry, Dowager Marchioness.
Your master, the Marquis, you say? Get up, quickly. Are you saying Arthur is awake?
Exactly. His lordship is awake, but the moment he woke up, he didn't have time to tell you before he learned that Miss Clara had been wronged, so he dashed off to Miller Village. Right now, his lordship is bringing Miss Clara's whole family back to the manor.
Dowager Marchioness, the Marquis is awake. Blessings from our ancestors. My grandson is awake. He's awake.
My lord.
Get a guest room ready. Take Miss Clara and her daughter to settle in.
Yes, my lord. Miss Clara, please follow me.
My lord's awake. Everything's fine now. I heard from the guard that even though my lord still has some poison in his system, it's not serious. Yes, he's fine. All's well. This, Miss Clara, is truly a lucky star. After she nursed him for less than a month, my lord woke up. Could Miss Clara's milk have some detoxifying effect? Mrs. Hughes, you're speaking recklessly again. I think it's because he started eating. That Arthur got his strength back and expelled the poison with his inner energy. Yes, yes, Dowager Marchioness, your analysis makes the most sense. Dowager Marchioness, my lord's awake. This is great news. Why are you sighing? Arthur is awake, but our great Marquis Pendleton estate. It's just the two of us, an old widow and her orphaned grandson. Dowager Marchioness. Before, when my lord was away on campaigns, he refused to get married. Now that he's awake, you can't let him have his way again. That's what worries me. Every time I tried to arrange a marriage for Arthur, he'd ask the Emperor for a campaign. What if...
Your unfilial grandson, Arthur Pendleton, pays respects to grandmother.
My dear boy, you're finally awake. I was afraid I wouldn't see the day you woke up.
I worried you, grandmother.
Arthur, is all the poison out of your system?
Grandmother, there's still some poison left, but it's not serious anymore.
Good, good, but the person who tried to kill you, if they learn you've woken up, I'm afraid they will.
Grandmother, if they don't come for me, I'll go after them.
Arthur, do you have a lead?
Yes, once things at home are settled, I'll have a word with them.
I may be just a woman, but I know that the person behind this must be powerful. I promise you, grandmother, I won't put myself in danger again. I can't bear the pain of outliving you.
I won't worry you again, grandmother. Oh.
Dowager Marchioness. The Marquis woke up today. It's a truly joyful day. You shouldn't keep crying. It's bad for you.
Yes, yes, I won't cry. Arthur, I heard that as soon as you woke up, you went to fetch Miss Clara. You must thank Miss Clara properly.
I really should thank Miss Clara properly. If it weren't for her, I'd be dead by now.
Arthur, the way you talk about Miss Clara sounds like you're really happy with her.
Miss Clara saved my life. Though she grew up in a remote village, she is kind-hearted, a truly rare and wonderful woman.
Arthur, I know that. While you were unconscious, you were fed Miss Clara's milk. And I know Miss Clara is pure and kind, but after all, she's a...
Help, Cedric, please.
Grandmother, how would you like me to deal with Cedric?
You decide. I'm old. My lady, Cedric's death is nothing.
You need not worry.
Cedric is still blood from my family. But what worries me most now is Arthur. My lord waking up is already a great blessing. My lady, what else are you worried about? You're getting senile too. Did you forget what we just talked about? I've been looking forward to Arthur's marriage, but didn't you notice the look on his face when he mentioned Miss Clara? I understand. I wonder if it's because during my lord's coma, he was fed by Miss Clara. How did my lord come to fancy Miss Clara? Even though Miss Clara has many merits, she is still a widow. And she has a daughter. If Arthur marries her into the house, the whole world will laugh at us. My lady, do you think my lord, bringing Miss Clara's whole family into the mansion, has already made up his mind to marry Miss Clara? Absolutely not. Even if we owe her a great debt of gratitude, we cannot allow Arthur to marry her.
Look, Cedric, what did I tell you? Miss Clara will definitely be back today. Little wench, I've missed you so much.
Cedric, please step aside.
What's the hurry? Look, you've lost weight since you left the manor. Don't worry, I promise. I'll make sure you have a good, hearty meal. Which filthy servant dares to touch me? You must have a death wish. Who has a death wish?
Arthur? How are you awake? My lord, my lord.
My lord, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Take him away. Flog him to death.
Cedric, save me, Cedric, my lord, have mercy. Arthur, I'm sorry. I just ran my mouth. I didn't mean to touch Miss Clara. I really didn't.
You ran your mouth when you bullied my grandmother, too. I great aunt, You ran your mouth when you made her cough up blood. Lock him in the woodshed. Without my order, no one is to go near him. Yes, my lord.
Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Arthur! You can't kill me. I'm your cousin.
Killing me would be inhumane and unjust. That old woman won't agree.
Did I scare you?
My lord, you shouldn't have gone this far for me.
It was worth it.
What did you say?
Miss Clara, let me take the basin to your room first.
My lord, I still need to check on the kids. I should get going.
Are you afraid of me?
No.
You liked me better when I was unconscious? Too bad, even if I wake up, I'll still come find you when I'm hungry. What if I told you Lily is my daughter? Would you still be scared of me?
No, that's impossible. It can't be. You're Market Pendleton. How could it be?
I came back from the southern border, was poisoned and hunted. I fled into the mountains near the Miller village. That day I could barely think. I only remember.
It was really you.
Then I went into a coma and only woke up today. I never imagined my wet nurse would be you too.
You ruined my entire life. Do you even realize you ruined my whole life?
I know. That's why I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
Arthur and Miss Clara? Grandmother, my lord says Miss Clara's child is his. This? How is that possible? Arthur, what did you say? Say that again.
Grandmother, I want to marry Clara.
Foolish! You are the Marquis Pendleton, the young general of Dayu. You want to marry a unwed mother and widow? You want the whole world to laugh at the Pendleton family?
Grandmother, I ruined her innocence. I made her an unwed mother. I made her endure being called for a whole year an adulteress, a sly fox, and a jinx. Grandmother, you taught me a real man takes responsibility for his actions. I'll pay for the wrong I've done. I'll make up for the suffering she endured.
Arthur, do you know the consequences of marrying her? Those court officials, how will they see you? How will His Majesty see you? The century-old reputation of the Pendleton family will be destroyed by you.
Reputation? Grandmother, I fought tooth and nail on the battlefield to protect the realm of Dayu, to protect His Majesty's throne, not to protect the faces of those court officials who only blather on. Grandmother, if it weren't for Clara, I would have died long ago. She not only raised my child, but also revived me.
Miss Clara, you look up. Are you willing to marry Arthur?
Clara?
Grandmother, it's not about whether she's willing. I begged her to marry me. Clara, today I'm begging you to marry me, not to repay a debt, not to atone for sins. It's because I, Arthur Pendleton, owe you my life. And my heart belongs to you.
My lord, I'm not worthy. I'm a tainted woman.
You're not tainted. I'm the one who tainted you. If anyone's tainted, I'm 10,000 times more tainted than you.
Enough. It's all fate. Arthur, since you've made up your mind, I can't stop you.
Thank you, Grandmother.
Miss Clara, Arthur is right. You have done a great kindness to this household. You saved Arthur's life, but this marriage cannot be rushed. Arthur has only just woken up. There are pressing matters at court. We must plan your marriage carefully.
I'll follow your advice, Grandmother.
Miss Clara, from today onward, you will stay here at the mansion. As for Lily, it's best not to mention her to outsiders for now.
Yes, Dowager Marchioness.
Come in.
My lord, I got it out of him.
He said.
17 is one of Chancellor Vance's assassins. The poisoner and the hitman are all Chancellor Vance's men, but my men haven't found out yet where Chancellor Vance keeps his assassins.
Chancellor Vance is full of surprises.
After you reclaimed the southern border, all military power fell into your hands. His Majesty trusts you deeply. Chancellor Vance fears that you threaten his position, so...
He wants to kill me. Isn't he afraid the pacified borders will rebel? Isn't he afraid our kingdom will be plunged into war?
My lord, there's one more thing.
I've recently found out that Chancellor Vance's manor has been in frequent contact with the enemy from the north. What did you say?
My lord?
Chancellor Vance may have betrayed us. Chancellor Vance, for power, you'd ignore the fate of the people?
What should we do next, my lord?
Don't move against him yet. Gather as much evidence as possible. I want him to know exactly why he's being executed.
Yes, my lord.
Chancellor Vance, treason and selling out the kingdom, you deserve death.
Arthur, how do you plan to deal with Cedric?
How does Grandmother want me to deal with him?
Though he is an animal, he's still from my family's bloodline. Killing him would break my heart.
If I don't, he'll keep harming others.
Then break both his legs, expel him from the mansion, and forbid him from ever setting foot in the capital again.
As Grandmother wishes.
Go on, I don't want to see him again.
Arthur, please, have mercy. I'll never do it again, I swear. Cedric, when you bullied my grandmother... Did you ever think of this day? I was blinded by greed. I'm not even human. Arthur, for the sake of our childhood and the time I studied with you, break my legs? Banish me from the capital? Arthur, you can't.
Ah!
Throw him out.
Sweetheart, have you thought it over? Stay in the mansion or... Mom, I don't know.
I can tell my lord is sincere with you.
Mom, he is Marquis Pendleton. What is my status? Even if he is sincere, what will the court think?
The Dowager Marchioness agreed, but deep down she may not be willing.
Well, then just drag it out. For Lily's sake. I can't make a hasty decision.
The Dowager Marchioness had the kitchen make chicken soup to nourish Miss Clara.
Thank you, Dowager Marchioness. Thank you, Mrs. Hughes.
This child is so adorable. Looks like my lord. Dowager Marchioness, that child looks exactly like the Marquis. Lily is of the Marquis' blood. She can't be left out there. You mean Dowager Marchioness, after Arthur's grand wedding, will find a suitable time to acknowledge her as family. But for now, we can't reveal Lily's identity.
Yes.
My Lord Chancellor Vance is making a move.
Speak.
In 3 days, Chancellor Vance will be at his villa outside the city, meeting with someone from the northern frontier.
Is the information reliable? Reliable. It came from the mole we planted inside the Chancellor's mansion. It's time to close the net.
My lord, should we inform His Majesty?
Without solid evidence, His Majesty won't believe it. I want to catch him red-handed.
You're going yourself, my lord.
I will go myself. This time, I will make Chancellor Vance die a disgraceful death. What are you doing?
Making a little dress for Lily.
For you.
My lord, this is too precious. I can't accept it.
It looks good on you. Don't move. Clara, I'll be away for a few days.
Is it dangerous?
Not dangerous. But when I return, I want to hear your answer. Wait for me.
Marquess Pendleton, you've accused Chancellor Vance of treason. Do you have evidence?
Your Majesty, these are Chancellor Vance's secret letters to the northern enemy. 17 of them. Each one bears his personal signature and seal.
Chancellor Vance, do you know your crime?
Your Majesty, I'm innocent. These letters are fake. Arthur Pendleton framed me.
Fake? Chancellor Vance, your handwriting is known by every official in the court. Shall we have them compare it right here?
Chancellor Vance, I've been good to you. Why did you betray the kingdom?
Your Majesty, I was just...
Your Majesty, what is your command?
Throw him in the dungeon. Spare no one in his whole clan. Marquis Pendleton, you have rendered great service again. I want to reward you.
Your Majesty, I don't want any reward. I only ask one thing of you.
What is it?
I wish to marry.
Oh, which noble lady?
She is not a noble lady. She is a simple countrywoman.
Your Majesty, Marquis Pendleton is the pillar of the nation. How can he marry a peasant woman? That would be most improper. Your Majesty, this act of Marquis Pendleton damages the court's dignity. Please reconsider, Your Majesty.
Marquis Pendleton, why do you want to marry her?
Because she saved my life. I was poisoned and passed out. She used her own breast milk to pull me back from death's door. Such a great kindness. I can never repay. The only way is to marry her.
Preposterous. The great Marquis Pendleton actually...
Actually what? Actually survived on a woman's breast milk.
I'm not ashamed of it.
But you lot, enjoying the court's salary and taking the people's hard-earned money, aside from running your mouths in court, what else can you do?
Haha, fine, I approve. Marquis Pendleton is grateful. He's a man of true character. I admire that.
Thank you, Your Majesty, for your great favor.
Clara, from today onward, you are the daughter-in-law of our house. As an old woman, I have little to ask. Only that you treat Arthur well and take good care of this family.
I will follow your teachings, grandmother.
Arthur, your wife has been through hard times. You must treat her well. If she ever feels wronged, grandmother won't stand for it.
I swear I will never betray Clara in this life. If I break this oath, may heaven strike me down.
Rise. First bow to heaven and earth. Second bow to the parent. Husband and wife bow to each other. The ceremony is complete. Take them to the bridal chamber.
Clara, I'm going to lift the veil. Clara, from today you are my wife. Look at me. I know. You think I married you out of guilt, but I'm telling you I didn't.
Arthur.
I'm right here. From now on, I will always be here.
This child has Arthur's eyes. My sweet girl, grandmother failed you, letting you suffer so much out there.
Clara, from now on, we are husband and wife. I want you to stay with me forever and become my wife.